You guys are gonna love this soap. Hello all, my name is Katie Carson. I'm the Duchess of Suds here at Royalty Soaps, and welcome to the 4th video in the 2019 Secret Soap series. If you haven't seen the other ones, you should definitely go do that. You can go back to number 1. I will leave that link up in the right-hand corner of the screen. That will also explain to you a little bit about the Secret Soap series and how it works. Today's soap rocks my socks, boss, and I used a colorant I've never used before. I used the red set from Mad Mica's. It is 3 different colors that you mix together into one color, and it is supposed to make the perfect red on the color wheel. So you guys will see if that works, if I liked it. Does anyone else eat popcorn seeds? Okay, so like, just short detour. I've got a bowl of popcorn seeds sitting here. You guys have already seen it in other videos probably, because I may or may not be filming all of my intros and outros in one time. But every time I look down at it, I'm like, I just need to chew on that. I'm like a hamster. Anyway, let's make the 4th soap in the Secret Soap series right now. Like, let's go do it right now. Today, we do a technique I've never done before. But we must start the soap the way we always start the soap, because there's no other way to start the soap. You've got to add your lye water solution to the oils. My recipe is down in the description box below. Soap making ASMR.
Sounds pretty good.
That's good, doesn't it?
We need to get a second one for binaural.
And now, with our cheeky pink stick blender, we will stick blend! I am pouring off about 10 ounces of soap batter, and the rest of the batch we're going to split into these buckets equally. So let's add our colorants. The first one I'm going to add is Green Vibrance Mica from Nurture Soap. The next one is Let Us Entertain You by Mad Mica's. And finally, we have some Enchanted Forest Mica from Mad Mica's. So into this little container right here, we're putting a new red. Now, Mad Mica's claims that this red mix won't bleed in your soap, and if that's true, this will be the first colorant set for a red that hasn't done that on me. I will say that it looks kind of pink, but it shifts between looking pink and looking red. It's a little bit mesmerizing. So I'm gonna blend in the colors first. Ooh, I love green colors. Look, this is like the perfect color of wasabi.
That is shaped like a frog.
What?
It's shaped like a frog.
A frog that went splat?
No, it has little frog legs in the back.
Ooh, now I've never used Enchanted Forest before, but the pictures were really stunning. This isn't necessarily the moment of truth on the red color, but it will give us a little bit more of an accurate Look, Kenneth, it's actually turning red. I'm shook. But it looked so pink before. I don't understand. It really is like fire engine red. That's really bizarre. And now for blending time. With everything blended nicely, it is time to start pouring into our 2 brambleberry molds after this quick commercial break. Okay, so for this design, I'm going to use the side of the mold to break the fall, and I'm putting quite a bit on here. You can do this pretty thin or pretty thick. It doesn't matter. It'll just create kind of a different look depending on how you do that. It's basically just gonna be a tilted tiger stripe. So you can see it's displacing that first green. I really only want maybe 2 passes. I want this to be pretty thick. I want the lines to be really thick for this particular design. For some designs, it's actually kind of cool to have it thin. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, Katie, was that exactly the design you wanted to do? The answer is no. I stopped talking because it thickened up on me and I had to start moving quicker. Let's try that design again in the future with a more liquidy fragrance. Also, there's a couple of things that can make that happen. If this happens to you and you're like, no, this fragrance oil always slows things down. Could have to do with your temperature that you're working with. I find that too cold or too hot sometimes does this, and the room is pretty chilly right now. So that's probably why it was thickening up for me, not the fragrance oil. Oh well. It's not a big deal. So let's go now and mix up the soap frosting to put on top. I'm just piping now because the piping's actually being relatively good, but I have a lot of embeds to put on. Kenny, I have something very interesting to tell you.
What? I'm listening.
So by the time this video goes live, Royalty Soaps will have had her 8-year anniversary.
8 years?
8 years. That means I've been making soap for 9 years.
That is a long-term hobby.
It is. They all thought I'd quit.
Wow, that's fun. Soap making, huh? You'll be bored of that in 1 year.
Little did they know.
Surprise.
I was committed. You know what I almost said? This is so dumb. I'll tell you what I almost said. I was like, 9 years. 9 years of making soap. That's longer than some people have been alive. What would that have even meant?
I was trying to come up with something like that where I was like, 9 years? You've only had a cat for 9 years. But I couldn't think of anything good. You've been, since Obama was president. Before?
I don't remember when he got inaugurated.
Let's not talk about politics. Even if it's just counting. What year did you start making soap?
2010. So it makes it very, very easy to count how many years I've been making soap. I am feeling so sick to my stomach. Like, I'm serious. I don't think I can do it. You might have to finish piping for me. Oh, it hurts so bad.
Okay, Kenny here. Actually, Katie is not feeling well. All of a sudden, her stomach is hurting, so I've got to finish this piping before it gets too hard. I'll tell you what, she is very lucky to have another soap maker on hand because I have been caught by myself sometimes in the studio, and I'm like, oh, my stomach hurts, or oh, I have to go to the bathroom, or oh, I'm so thirsty. But you can't stop because the soap will just harden. You just can't wait, especially not for piping. Piping is such a sensitive process that we don't even put fragrance oil in it so that we can actually pipe at the right consistency. So the first embed that we're going to add to this soap are these lovely woodland acorns. Now, Katie didn't exactly explain to me how she wanted these on here, but she did draw up a design like she usually does. So I'm just sticking these in where their little acorn shell is poking up. Oh, good. You're back.
Well, crisis averted. I just felt really, really sick. I went and I took some medicine too. And no, I'm not pregnant. Every time I say, oh, I felt a little sick, people are like, pregnant? I have a 4-month-old.
So 2010.
Yeah.
Is Toy Story 3.
Yeah!
Inception.
Okay, I love Inception.
How to Train Your Dragon, which seems older. Tangled.
Oh, man, that's a great year for movies.
Despicable Me.
Dang.
You were soaping before Minions even existed.
That's just like tons of good movies. Now I'm going to do some beautiful flowers. We've got like a peach, a pink, and a lavender. Yeah, sounds like 2010 was a good year for the entertainment industry. What a little whippersnapper I was. I can't believe, sometimes I just can't believe it as an older adult now. Not an old one, but just older. That's pretty ambitious to be like 17 and like, small business? Ah, I can do it. I think as an adult, knowing more now than I did then, I would probably be more intimidated when your confidence shrinks instead of grows. I think it's also just now I'm totally aware of how much effort it takes. I didn't know what hard work it was gonna be back then. The next thing I'm putting on are these leaves. They're gonna go on the other side of this flower. And finally, we have pearls. Now these have been coated in the best coating possible if you're going for a pearlescent finish that I have personally found. It's called Here Comes the Bride by Mad Micas, and it's super fine, but it's also really, really sparkly. Now Kenneth, you know the theme. And you know what this is based on.
Tease, 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 tease.
Do you think it accurately depicts the theme?
In a word, yes. It is definitely giving me Secret Soap vibes.
A couple of these soaps are gonna have an extra pearl because I have extra room. Now, using some Sparkle Plenty from Mad Micas, I'm gonna spritz the top. Not a whole bunch, just a little bit. And with the final spritz on the end pieces, that's it, we're done. So this is what this soap looks like up close, and I'm really glad I didn't put any other glitter on top because I feel that would probably detract from the beauty of those embeds. So we're gonna let this sit for 18 to 24 hours and then we'll come back and we'll chop it up, take a look at that wonky inside after this quick commercial break. Oh boy, you guys, we're back to cut this soap. Look at all the little bits and bobs, and that green turned out so nicely. Okay, I've lined everybody up. So now I'm going to press down with my cutter Evangeline. Kermit is over in the big studio, and Evangeline is now in the filming studio, so that's why I'm using her. Alrighty, so let me pull one out of the middle. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Now, it was very important for me to only have one red stripe in the middle, just like so. And even though my fragrance did start to thicken, I didn't get perfectly diagonal lines. What I wanted to accomplish definitely was, regardless of that, and in the future, whenever I have a really runny batter, I will come back and I'll make another video using the technique that I was trying to use in this video to show you guys what it would look like if the batter had been runny. So you can stay tuned for that video. And it does appear that the red line made it into every single one of the bars. So really no complaints. This fragrance oil blend is really, really beautiful. I'm so pleased with it, and I love the colors. They're not too bright, but they're also not too muted. The question of the day is, do you prefer to walk through nature by yourself or with a friend? I'll even put a third option of, it depends on the day, because that's how I feel about it. I love going on long walks by myself whenever there is an opportunity to do so. It actually has been quite a while since I've had that luxury. Ooh. I love the thinness of this line. But I love getting to do that when I have the opportunity, but I also really love to be joined by a friend or a family member so that you can enjoy nature together and have a lively discussion while also getting some exercise. So to vote on the question of the day, all you have to do is click the I in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. What'd you guys think? Do you like it? I needed to use more of the red. I don't think I added enough into the amount of soap that I had. I definitely didn't use the recommendation that they had. I kind of weaked out on it. Next time I'm going to use the full recommended serving, because if I do, that is going to be literally like the perfect red. It does match the red on like a color wheel. It's insane. Why did it take me so many years to try it? I'll leave you guys a link to that set down below if you guys are like soap makers, or yeah, I think it works for melt and pour and cold process. So if you are a melt and pour or cold process soap maker, you should try that. Actually, it was recommended to me. I should go ahead, like, just full disclosure, that has been recommended to me so many times, and I saw someone on Twitter tell me that the other day, and they're like, you gotta try it, and I was like, fine, I'll go try it, and I bought it that day because that person recommended it. So actually, it's because of y'all that I got to try it. Be sure you do something fun for yourself today, whether that is trying out a mica that you've never tried before just because everyone said that you should and you've stopped being stubborn, or adding some oil to the things in your garage that need it. Your car, your lawnmower, your weed whacker, whatever. I'm not telling y'all where I'm sitting right now because it's absolutely embarrassing, but I saw this and thought, ooh, I need to change the oil in my car. So that would definitely be something you do for yourself today, because if not, your engine will die. Either way, do something that makes you happy, whether that is maintenance related or not. And I will see you all soon. So until next time, have an absolutely royal day, and I'll see you then. Bye for now. I forgot to do the neom. What am I doing? I'm just like, neom.